I did my project over the Athena pheromone. It was created by Dr. Winifred Cutler. She has her PhD in biology. In 1986, she helped prove the existence of human pheromones, so she says. That's what her website says, but other people say otherwise. She created the Athena Institute, which sells her products. She has books, and she also sells the pheromone off that website. The product itself, there's two different versions. The male version is 10x. It sells for $99.95. It's a 5 milliliter bottle. It says raise the octane of your aftershave on the label. There's also a female version, 1013. It's $98.95. It's a 5 milliliter bottle as well. And on the label it says increase the romantic attraction from men. The ingredients of these products are not known. They are patent pending and have been for a few years, which also questions the effectiveness of the product. Here's the two products themselves. This is the 10x version and the 1013 version for women. There's been 3 studies done. One was conducted by Winifred Cutler, one was done by Norma L. McCoy, and one was done by ABC News as well. The first study by Winifred Cutler, Norma L. McCoy also helped her with that study. So Winifred Cutler's study was done with 38 men, ages 26 to 42. There was a 2-week baseline where the men recorded their interactions and with women and faxed it in once a week, and then there was a 6-week placebo-controlled double-blind study that was done, and the men also once a week sent in their weekly activities, you could say. There were many parts to this study. Sexual intercourse, sleeping next to someone, kissing, hugging, and petting, informal dating, formal dating, and self-stimulation. With the people who used the pheromone, the sexual intercourse increased 47%. People that used the placebo, 9.5% increase. So the study does say that there is a positive correlation to the pheromones helping them attract the opposite sex. But there's also an increase in self-stimulation, 23.5% with the pheromones and 9.5% with the placebo. So you might say that the product also increases your sexuality towards yourself. And then the next study, Norma L. McCoy, she did 1013, which is the women's product. 36 women, average age 27. It was a 2-week baseline, just like the Dr. Winifred Cutler study. A 6-week placebo-controlled double-blind, just like Dr. Cutler's study. The results are a little more scientific. They're very hard to see. But with the women, there was an increase with the pheromone of 11%. And with the placebo, there's a 4% increase of petting and kissing affection. In sexual intercourse, there was an increase of 47.4% in women. And then there was a 5.9% increase in the placebo effect. Both these studies are almost identical, but except with women and men. They both showed an increase in sexual intercourse using the pheromone itself. and a slight increase on self-stimulation. Doing the placebo-controlled showed that there wasn't just a confidence builder from the 2 weeks of practice, you could say. And then there was the ABC News study. It was 2 sets of twins, male and female, and placebo control. They took one of the males and gave him a placebo, which is just the cologne, and then they gave the other male the actual pheromone in it. And same thing with the female. One had the placebo, and then the other one had the pheromone. And then they went on a speed dating. It was 10 dates, 5 minutes per date. It was in a, and the results, the male wearing the pheromone got 10 out of 10, which means that 10 out of the 10 girls wanted to see him again, and the other one that wasn't wearing the pheromone was 6 out of 10, and they were identical twins. And then the female twins, 9 out of 10, and then 5 out of 10. 9 out of 10 wanted to see her again, and then 5 out of 10 wanted to see the placebo again, which shows there might be something to it. And then other comments. The internet had many comments about it. I couldn't find any formal scientific provings of it besides those 2 studies done by the creators. The Athena pheromone, 10x changed my life, was a positive comment. And then there was a negative comment of Sucker 1.0. They call the product itself, saying it doesn't work at all. I found the product in the back of a magazine, a Popular Science magazine, next to 5-minute fence stain, magnetic steel whiteboard wall panelings, and then an ad to get your own trail breaker motorcycle. And so that goes to show some of the authenticity of the product and how much it actually works. It's hidden in the back of a magazine. The conclusion, does it work or doesn't it work? The study shows it works. I mean, what they have is what they have, but I just can't see it actually working myself. I think there's got to be something more to it, and she won't release any of her ingredients in it. They say that it's just like Coca-Cola, they don't release their information. And here's my references. And there's a nice YouTube video on here. Thank you.